Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So it was a really busy news weekend. Normally weekends are pretty sleepy as far as the news goes, but yeah, this one was hopping. As you guys probably heard, the heinous Assad government was toppled. Assad scurried off to Russia like the little coward that he is. The Syrian people celebrated. We'll still have to see, if these new people, if these rebels are going to be any better than what they had. They're promising to be kinder, more gentler terrorists, I guess. So we'll see about that. Tulsi Gabbard must be very confused right now, though, because she very much fell for the BS about what a kind, compassionate leader Assad was. I mean, there's nothing that that woman won't fall for, apparently. So, anyway, back here at home, it was reported that music mogul Jay-Z has been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl along with Sean Combs. So, as you all know, Combs has been sitting in jail. He's awaiting trial for charges brought by the Justice Department, sex trafficking, a whole slew of charges against him, very serious crimes. He has been hit also, as I've mentioned, with dozens of lawsuits from alleged victims of his abuse. And this is, primarily in New York, where a lot of this happened, but other places as well. One of the lawsuits that had been filed in October, which I mentioned back then, it was refiled on Sunday, and it now includes the allegations against Jay-Z. So the alleged victim, I mentioned her in a previous report. She is referred to as Jane Doe, and the lawsuit claims that this happened in the year 2000, that she was assaulted after an MTV MTV Awards event. There was an after party. It was hosted by Combs. The edited lawsuit says that the 13-year-old was driven to the music awards by a friend. She gets there, but she doesn't have a ticket to go into the event. So she claims that she went up to various limousines and she was asking, can someone help me get in? So she claims that one of the drivers told her, quote, "You fit what Diddy was looking for." So she then claims the driver told her, there's this party, you should come. He told her to come back later that night and that he would take her there. So she said she did what he said. She returned. The driver took her to some place that she said was a white house with a U-shaped driveway. She had to sign a document before she entered, and she said she assumed that it was a non-disclosure agreement, but she was never given a copy. The lawsuit claims that Doe was given a drink at that party. It made her feel, quote, woozy, lightheaded, and felt she needed to lie down. So she went into a room, she laid down. She said a short time later, Combs and Carter both entered the room. So this is Jay-Z. His real name is Carter. Last name. And so she said, Combs came in and said, quote, "You are ready to party." So Jane Doe alleges that Carter was the one who actually removed her clothes and first assaulted her. Combs and another woman, it was an unnamed female celebrity, was allegedly there watching. And then she claims that Combs got on top of her, assaulted her, and then Carter and the woman were standing and watching. Doe says she eventually grabbed her clothes after the assault. She left the house, made her way to a gas station, and she called her father. So the lawsuit also says that before they refiled this complaint, quote, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. So her attorney claims, we weren't asking for money. We just wanted to meet with him, have a mediation, try to resolve this without filing charges. Well, Carter, of course, denies the allegations, or I should say Jay-Z. He claims he's being blackmailed. He apparently filed a lawsuit of his own against this attorney. And in a statement to the press, Jay-Z said in part, quote, "You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children." So we'll see what happens with all of this. There's been a lot of new lawsuits in the meantime filed against Combs since I had last updated all of you. So he's also been denied bail numerous times. I think it's 3 times now, because when the police searched his cell back in October, they found that he had weapons hidden. The prosecutor said that they found that Combs had been paying other inmates to use their phone accounts. And so he's been using those phone accounts to contact his family members. And they say he's been giving them very specific instructions about what to publish on social media to try to influence public opinion about his case. So he is, according to them, deliberately trying to mess with the jury pool. Combs is also accused of trying to influence witnesses. There was a response that the government filed in request to his third bail request, and the prosecutor wrote, quote, "The defendant offers nothing new and material justifying a third bail hearing. In fact, the only truly new relevant evidence shows that the defendant has continued to engage in a relentless course of obstructive conduct designed to subvert the integrity of these proceedings. While attempting to evade law enforcement monitoring, the defendant has, among other things, orchestrated social media campaigns that are, in his own words, aimed at tainting the jury pool, made efforts to publicly leak materials he viewed as helpful to his case, and contacted witnesses through third parties. The defendant has shown repeatedly, even while in custody, that he will flagrantly and repeatedly flout rules in order to improperly impact the outcome of his case. The defendant has shown, in other words, that he cannot be trusted to abide by rules or conditions." So very unlikely that he's going to get out. Most likely he's going to remain behind bars until his trial, which is May 5th. And if he's found guilty, I don't know if I've mentioned this previously, but he's looking at a minimum of 15 years, a maximum of life. So yeah, he is desperate to try to undermine this case. Will he sing like a canary? Will he turn on other people, maybe just as high profile or more high profile than him as it gets closer? We'll see. Anyway, I will keep you all posted, let you know when I hear anything new. And as I've said before, the reason I cover this case and these cases is not because I care about celebrities. It's honestly one of the last things I give a damn about. It's because I'm tired of seeing celebrities, wealthy people, high-profile people get away with their crimes, or, in this case, alleged crimes. I am tired of seeing the wealthy and the well-connected just get a pass on everything that they do and the wake of victims that they leave behind. These people suffer. Women and men who are sexual assault survivors, just because they survive does not mean they live a good life. It does not mean that their life is all sunshine and roses and that they can move on. Many carry the shame, burden, guilt, all kinds of emotions for the rest of their lives, to the day they die. Many take their own lives. So many of them can't have healthy relationships after they are assaulted. So the fact that we allow abusers to get off with just so little punishment in this country is truly disturbing, and it lets you know that the people who make these laws do not get it. They don't know any rape survivors. They don't know people who have been sexually assaulted, because if they did, they would understand it is a life sentence for them. So yeah, it would be fitting for people who do sexually assault other humans, especially children, to get life in prison or the death penalty. And I'm not sorry for saying that. I am not against the death penalty. I think it should be used in only very specific cases, but assaulting a child is one of them. You've shown you can't be trusted, and there's no coming back from that. You can't go get counseling and therapy and, oh, okay, I'm not attracted to children anymore. Sorry. No, doesn't work that way as far as I understand. So we'll see what happens with this. Like I said, I'll keep you posted. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please share this video so people know what's going on, so people can see, the allegations themselves to try to offset the damage that he's trying to do to the jury pool. And subscribe to the channel if you want more news like this and politics, of course. So love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.